Welcome back to Homestead Aquarius. Today we're going to have some fun. Yeah, I hope to. This is a fun video for me to make today. What we're seeing here is something that reminds me very much of something from my childhood. A saga of movies that started so long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars. Yep. Star Wars and the initial, the original Star Trek movie and the soundtrack from that was so influential on my life. It's been with me ever since that day. 1977, John Williams, one of the most amazing composers, and just incredible music that just about anyone my age and after knows these songs. That original soundtrack was not only influential in my life, but just about everybody else in this world. Star Wars. I almost said Star Trek. That's another one, but there's no real soundtracks that I know of that go with that. I love both of those franchises. But yep, Star Wars. George Lucas brought the movie to us all, and John Williams scored the music to it. Beautiful soundtrack. I think most of you have heard of it and agree. So come along as we start out with this special episode of Star Wars, and now it's turned into something else. We've got Shed Wars going on. Shed Wars. Ha ha ha! Oh, I hope you enjoy this as much as I've enjoyed making it today. Now I'll shut up and get on with the program.
Where are the pepper plans you have intercepted? Totally, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a diplomatic mission. There's nothing to see here. Just move along, right? Okay? You will feel the power of the green side of the Force. Hey, totally, there's no need for this harshness. Totally no need, you hoser. We don't need all this choking stuff. I would have told you easy. It's over there, Will It Grow. Will It Grow's got the plans for your pepper. Yeah, I would have told you. Yeah, take off, you hoser. Yeah, here's your plans right here. Just follow these instructions. Will It Grow is got it to where you can grow your cayenne pepper just like he does. Follow that, maybe you won't kill it, you tall, dark, and weird guy.
According to the pepper plans, we must find an ingredient called mycorrhizal fungi. It is only found in the leaf mold distributed across this forested moon of Endor. You and your team must go in search of it.
Yeah, totally, sir.
I'm always telling everyone, growing is as simply as getting a bucket and a little shovel and maybe even a little helper there and getting out in the woods, getting you some dirt. It doesn't have to cost you money. Not at all. Get out in the woods, find a wood lot somewhere, and get you some buckets and fill them full of dirt and start growing in that. There are many things in the soil that are going to help your plants grow. The forest soil is broken down for years and years and years. All of this top layer of leaves, breaks down into the richest soil on earth, the forest soil. In there is where the wild microfungi lives. It turns everything. It's one of many nature's partners that break everything down and turn it into a living mass of soil that is the basis of all life on Earth, even in the ocean. You know, you've got to have those foundational nutrients. Yes, you do. Now, plankton might be a little bit of a different thing there. Now, when you're in the woods, be careful. There's things waiting for you that's also waking up besides mycorrhizal fungi. Poison ivy, leaves of 3, leave them be. Leaves of 5, let it thrive. And I have a lot of poison ivy around me. There's a little interesting fact about poison ivy. Humans are the only animals that are allergic to it. That's what I've read on many occasions. I think it's like nature's little trick she played on us. Okay, little buddy, you got to get out of here. Not safe for you anymore. You've been a big help to me, and now we got to get the big people on the team in here. Yeah, I'm going to scratch in here, and I'm going to harvest up some of this. Most of the mycorrhizal fungi is going to be found in the top layers of the forest soil, and that's what I'm going to do. When you're out in nature harvesting wild plants or digging holes, you know, try not to make a mess. Don't take more than a third of any plant that you find growing in a patch or anything like that. Respect nature, and don't dig a bunch of big holes for people to fall into. You know, take a little bit from here, take a little bit from there. I'll see you back at the homestead in a minute. One more thing before I do this. I meant to mention that venomous reptiles are out there too. Here in North America and many other places, we have a variety of venomous reptiles, and they're waking up with the warm temperature. So whether you're around your home or in the woods, if you find a venomous snake, don't mess with it. Most envenomations happen from people trying to kill a snake or catch it or mess with it in some way. Just enjoy it from a distance. If you don't know what it is, don't get near it. Don't pick it up. Would you go out and pick up wild berries and eat them if you didn't know what they were? You get yourself hurt real fast. And you get envenomated from sitting there messing around with a venomous snake, and you're going to have a hefty hospital bill. Plus, you may lose a finger or two. Nobody needs to lose a finger or two. I'll see you back there. Now I'm going to get a little bit more of my dirt that's right here. This was all fantastic soil right here. I'm going to take this and mix it with the mycorrhizal fungi for part of it. Okay, what I've got here is the main part of the base here is my really good rich topsoil that I've got that's left over from the forest that used to be here. That clumps up right now and it's kind of dry, so that's good. It's all organic. I've mixed in more of my rotten dirt in here, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Get some on this side. Get some good distribution going in here. Mix in that rotten wood. That's what I'm using here. And I'm gonna take some of this mycorrhizal fungi layer, that leaf mold, mix that in here. This is absolutely thriving with all kinds of good bacteria, fungi, everything a growing plant needs. Yep, I'm gonna put it right in there. I'll tell you what, while I'm at this, with this one-handed gardener, this really reminds me of my old friend that had an amazing garden, and she only had the one hand. Yep. Just gonna sprinkle some in here. A little bone meal. Maybe just a little more. Okay. All right. Because we're gonna give Team Arkansas Woodcutter, there's a rock, a run for his money. I think he's gonna regret the day he started this little shed war thing. Yeah, Team Will It Grow. While we're at it, I think I'll put my own team in there. Hashtag Team Aquarius. But I am allied, absolutely allied with Team Will It Grow. My brother up there in Cape Cod. That's right. All right, we're going to put a little bit more here. Okay. A little bit more. Yeah. A little bit more leaf mold. Why don't we do this? This is fixing to get long here. We don't want it getting long. A little bit more. All right, we got that leaf mold down in there, and that bone meal added at that lower level. Now I'm just taking more of my topsoil, putting it in here. It's got that look, nature's buddy there. Get that out of there. I hope I'm following his instructions very closely. I'm trying to. I couldn't find any mycorrhizal fungi at the store, like in powdered form, and you can get it that way. So we're going to go with the natural beast. Yeah, that's found in the woods. Very simple stuff. Let's go ahead and do a dump here. There we go. There we go. Work that in. More rocks. It's very simple, and really you don't need to see all of this to know how to do it. It's simple stuff. If you're in a capacity at the age to where you can worry about growing your own food, you definitely know how to do this. Yeah. Just make it to be a nice place for your plants to grow up. It always helps to have nature helping you out too. Little worm. All right. A little more of that top layer of the forest soil. We're not worried about fertilizer. Like Will It Grow says, the fertilizer is already in there. And my pepper plant is just a baby. I don't want to treat it too harshly. Just gonna give it that goodness from the forest. At whatever point that it gets too cheesy, with dad jokes and Star Wars jokes, just let me know down in the comments. Say it's too cheesy, or bring me more. Yep. Hey, my Viewmaster just went off over there, and that reminds me of something. Star Wars. As you can tell, Star Wars and the original soundtrack from that movie shaped people of my generation very much. It started a phenomenon that went on global, worldwide. It affected so many people, and it's a movie franchise and music by a composer. Now it's escaping me. I'll have to go to my cheat sheet in a minute to clean this up. And I'm going to leave this sitting in here right now. Okay. But the original Star Trek or Star Wars, either one are great. But Star Wars was very influential in my life. All right, so we've got that puppy right to the top. You always want to leave room in your container at the top. Don't take it all the way to the top so that you can water it heavily, and it'll have this reservoir up here at the top so it won't overflow, and it'll soak down slowly. All right, let me turn it off for a second and get to the next step. Yeah, the day is just about gone. I've almost lost all my daylight now. I went ahead and put in one of my red sumac branches or stalks, and I've stripped the bark off the outside of it so that hopefully it will not root in there. Those are kind of one of those friends that I don't want hanging around here. And I dug me a hole in there, plant it right in here, right beside that post or that little pole there. Yep, I'm gonna give that some support. It's grown a little bit leggy. It's not short and sturdy because it's been in the greenhouse and has really needed to be in the ground before now. All right, but it's in there now. So there we go. the Will It Grow, John Will It Grow pepper is born. Yep. John, I'm going to follow along his advice. He's an accomplished pepper grower, and I love my cayennes. This is a hot cayenne pepper. Cayenne's not the hottest pepper in the world. It's very low on the Scoville scale. It's like an entry level hot pepper. I eat a lot of it, and I'm going to grow many of them. This is one way that I'm going to grow them. I'm going to try different ways as I go along, and hopefully have a lot of tasty stuff at the end of the summer. Yeah, and all throughout the summer. Yep. So let's set this down. Well, right now we're just going to have to deal with the lack of sunlight here. But today, the shed wars have kicked off. I am on Team Will It Grow. He's helping me with this pepper, and I'm going to help him with this challenge all throughout the year and grow as much food as possible for me and someone else. Take part in Bull's challenge too. And today, I've planted every day. Today, I planted my John over at Will It Grow, my hot cayenne pepper. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't know what I'll plant then, but I'll be planting every day, and I'll be on Team Will It Grow. We'll see you there. At this point, we've got Team Arkansas or Team Woodcutter for hashtag Team Woodcutter or hashtag Team Arkansas. And we've also got, mine now, which is Team Aquarius, but I'm going to use that for everything, not just this challenge. If you've got something that you want to show me, you can use hashtag Team Aquarius, and I can find it out there that way, if it's on Facebook or YouTube. You can also find me over at Homestead Aquarius Network. It's a group I have on Facebook. If you're a YouTuber, I'd love to have you over there. Come join me. It's set up for my subscribers and viewers, but anyone is welcome. As Southpaw Davy says, it's nice to be nice, though. But I'm putting together a group of different disciplines in growing, and it does not have to be even about growing. If you are a YouTuber that subscribed to me and you do crochet or you throw clay pots, no matter what you do, if you've got a sewing channel, come join me over there. I'd love to have you, and I'd love to help promote your channel. There's a hydroponics channel there, Dave Hodling. We've got apartment growers. We've got people of different disciplines. I'm hoping to add a microgreens specialist here pretty soon, but it's a group big enough for everyone. I'll leave a link in the description to the group. If you're seeing this video, you're more than welcome to come join. I'd love to have you. Meet everybody. Let's grow together. And hashtag Shed Wars begins.